Hey guys, it's Gothic Vash here today. We gotta demold a blank I made inside this 2-inch PVC pipe because today we're gonna make a new shifter knob for my car. And the 1.5 wasn't quite big enough. This one's about 2 inches around, so I want to keep kind of that feel. You know. So first I'm going to face this down a bit so I could use my live center in it, because it's kind of sketchy. Now I'm making really kind of light passes because the reverse jaws don't hold as well as the normal jaws, and as you can see, it's off center. That's the PVC pipe itself is off center. Now I'm just trying to get down to the acrylic inside. A little bit starting to show through. That's PVC, and then there's the resin. Okay. Back this up. Okay. We're just gonna center drill. This will be turned off later, so it's okay. I made it longer than it needs to be. Let me go get my my center, and then we'll work on turning this off. Okay. Yeah, that'll support it good. Take you out, put you in. Whoops. Check our clearances. I don't need to take the whole thing down because I can clean it up later. But I do want to make a clearance mark. No, not to travel past that point. Gives me a reference point. Now our biggest spot, I think, is right here. Okay. Light first pass. A bit heavier on the passes because the main out here is now mostly round, so it's not going to throw it around as much. We're taking 50 thousandths of that. Cracking's probably rotating inside the PVC. Or the PVC breaking apart. part of it just broke off. Kind of see part of the yeah, this is what's making all the noise. Get all this crap out of the way. This PVC's some messy shit. I wear safety glasses. That just hit me right in the face. They definitely do their job. We're getting through that pretty good. Now this down here I ain't too worried about because I'm going to face it off anyways, so chipped out a little there. That's, oh no, that's a air bubble. Cap, okay. When it gets down close to the end of the PVC, it kind of breaks apart and throws chunks of it off. So it's definitely something to be aware of if you try this method of molding these. There we go. That broke it completely out of the mold. You can see this is what we turned the PVC let loose, which is nice. That makes it easy, or easier, because I can chuck this up better than this. And there's our blank. Like I said, we're going to face this off, so the center mark doesn't matter. Let's chuck this up. Also, I'm going to turn this down so it's round. Not that it's important, it gets machined in the wood lathe anyways. And I have to use my reverse jaws because my regular jaws only hold 1.5 inches, and this is 2 inch. So let's see. Oh yeah, that's running much truer. Let's see if that's still... Nope, that is no longer on point. So I'm gonna have to kinda sketchily turn this around. I don't really care if this is 100% round right now. I just want it about the same diameter as the rest of the blank, so that in the wood lathe it turns better, and there we go. So, let me turn the power off. You can see it's about the same. It's a really nice blank. It's gonna look good. Alright. So let me change this over and face this off. Now the reason why we're doing the acrylic first and then we're going to do the insert later is so that I can measure the size of the board that I need for the insert. The threaded piece I'm going to make out of brass. But I'm not sure on the length yet, because that's going to be done by kind of a combination of feel and what looks right. Of course, it's going to be the same depth as the original shift knob, but the overall length may be different. this end squared up. No, not quite. There's a little bit of chip out I need to take off. Still hearing it when I start the cut, so I know this isn't going to be the last one yet. One more pass. I know I'm turning this down anyways, but I like to have it set right-ish. Yeah, that'll be good right there. Okay, so now yes, so I know, I think I'll go with 3/4 because I know the thread size is shit, where'd I put them? Tap size is 12 by 0.5 millimeter. Now I just have to remember where I put it. I don't need it anyways right now. I need that for later. So what we're going to do is we're going to bore it out and use my expanding collet on it. But I need to see how deep I need to bore it. So let's see. 73 millimeters minus threads. Let's take off that 12, so 60 millimeter deep. That makes it easy because the travel of my compound is, or not compound, tailstock is 60. There it is. We're going with the 3/4. Should leave plenty of room for the meat on the, actually, let me try and find that tab real quick. I know I put it somewhere down here, because I brought it down here with me earlier. It's not in that drawer. Not in that drawer. The joys of misplacing everything. I think it's over here. Well, that has been misplaced really good. So I'm going to have to find it again. But what I do with my calipers now. Oh man. Literally just had them too, like, there they are. Okay, so you're what? 18 millimeter. Yeah, that'll be fine. Just wanted to, you know, make sure. So, Forstner bits, I know are right here. Put you away. Grab the 3/4. Now I am just going to bore it out with the Forstner. Which, oh no, I need to go a little bit over 60. That's going to be annoying. Let's see. How deep are you? drill bit. This is going to be a little bit of a pain. I'm going to have to set this forward and go all the way deep. But it'll be okay. We'll get it done. You're not locking down just the nut. There we go. That's 10. This may or may not make sense later on, but that's okay. Thing to note, I do think these bits are rated for 400 RPM, and I'm turning at 1200 right now, so I've gone a little bit over its rating. Just a smidge over. I'm going like roughly 5 millimeters at a time and then backing out and clearing it out. Kind of keep the chips out of the way. At least a little bit. We're at 55 out of 60 now. Really annoying that the feed on the quill for the tailstock is in millimeters only. So I have to constantly convert anytime I'm drilling to millimeters and kind of go from there. It has an inch one, but it's incorrect. That's maxed out. So that's as far as it's going. So now, what we're gonna do, oh crap, is misplace another thing so I get confused. There it is. Just use my expanding collet here. which is how we're going to chuck it in the wood lathe for the next operations. The main shaping is going to be done on the wood lathe because I can get, well, I believe I can get better shapes on that. Oh no, that does not fit. I'm going to have to step it, or can I get the bigger one in there? No, I'm going to have to make a step for the collet here, because I guess it must have melted a little towards the bottom here. That's okay. The insert's getting epoxied in anyways, so I don't really, doesn't have to be dead on. And I know those collets are 13 millimeter deep. Well, 12 and change, so I just go to 13. There's our recess for the collet. These work pretty interestingly. You tighten this and it pulls that to wedge those out. But there is a limited amount that they can move. So if you have something that's real loose, it's not going to grab on real good. And I want it to grab on real good because I'm going to have to round that over. And that's going to be pretty far away from that. And you saw it's only a little, that's the only bit holding this. But that's it for the metal lathe, getting it on, ready for the collet. So that's on. And I'm not going to bother polishing this up. When I do my shaving brushes, I polish this up before putting the collet in to the micro mesh, and then when I buff it, it comes shiny. But because this is going to be on the shift boot, I don't really care. That's never going to be seen down here because this is the shifter. It's going to be like that. So let's get over and get set up on the wood lathe, and we'll get started on the next part of this process. Sorry, I had to swap out the battery on the GoPro. It's getting a little close to dead. So we're going to use this truck here to drive it, and I'm going to use one of my other drill chucks in the tailstock to support it. Oh, the little handle here comes loose sometimes here. Get some light on it. This, my little drive handle, it untreads itself. It's kind of annoying, but that is what it is. So we got the other drill chuck that I'm going to use to center, and the center for driving. So get this on here, the little tool post. I did find the tap and die. They were in the or tap and drill. They were in the what do you call it, drawer. I have different drawers for stuff, but they were in the wrong drawer. Let's tighten you on there real good. There we go. I don't need you there yet. Let's get you there. notice this machine is not even remotely accurate. Not even a little bit. Like, that's the ridiculous amount of slop in it. Like I said, ridiculous amount of slop in it. That was just shaking. Probably because to take out the chucks, you put that in and just bash away at it until it pops out. There we go. No, that doesn't go there. Here. It's getting crazy hot down here, though. I don't like that. Okay, there we go. Let's view somewhere. I like. Okay, that looks good. We're gonna lose about that much of this end probably. That's okay. Now, let me just take one more measurement. So, 30. That's just this, if I wanted to make this match the shift boot or not. I don't think I'm going to. I think I've got an idea in mind for what I'm going to do. And I think that'll be what I do. I'm just rounding it out. You can hear all the chipping. And that's not good. I don't want that. That nice smooth noise that it makes. That's what I want. Like chipping, smooth. That's how you know it's round on this one. That is roughed out. see it's all round, but I'm running out of tool rest room. So I gotta move it down and work on this end first, and I'll work on this side later. Because it's what, 60? Yeah, 60 deep. Two sets of calipers is good. So I know roughly where I'm at. So I got about that. So down there I can't go under 3/4 inch. Don't see that happening, but just to, you know, let me know where I'm at. What happened there? That bit hard. Ah, motherfucker. That's gonna be annoying to clean up. Oh well. Let's work on taking this down. Probably got a little too aggressive. Sometimes I do. At least the blank's still good. Not going to affect what I want, so about it later. Those are mostly out. Let's continue focusing on this. I gotta take this down a bit. Kind of a good bit. see, this is a messy process. So, let's see. Okay, got a bit more to go. Getting hot down here. I think I already said that though. But yeah, it's got to be above 90 down here. Okay. Right there, I like that. That taper. Now I'm going to bring this in. So I got to move you. there, and let's see how you do.